everyone, Laura here from Gold Star Work. Today I am making another Christmas card, and this one is going to be a watercolour, this one here. And so it's a little mouse getting some Christmas lights for his house. So I'll show you how I paint that, and let's go get started. So the paints I'm going to use today are a cadmium red. I'll put some of that in my palette. This is just a Winsor & Newton paint, and I'm going to use a intense green, which is phthalo green, same brand of paint. And I'm using a Reeves Lemon Yellow. And a Reeves Ultramarine. It doesn't matter what brand of paint you use just use what you have or what you have available to you. I'm going to use a round brush. So this is a number 6. I'll put that in my water. I'm going to start off with the red, so we're going to make some fun little Christmas lights. I'm going to dilute this red down a little bit. And when I paint my lights, I'm going to make sure that I leave a white area on my lights. Now I've drawn my picture reasonably dark so you'll be able to see it, but draw your picture as light as you can because you don't want all the pencil to show through too much. This is a number 1 script liner, and it's a long bristle brush for doing long skinny lines. So I'm just going to mix some water in with my green. Some green dots, I'll just leave those on there. And it makes making thin lines really easy, but you do need quite a watery mix for this or it doesn't flow. Oh, I missed a light. No, that's not going to be the right colour now. Never mind. Oh no, it will be alright, because it's supposed to be a yellow one. I'm just getting a little bit of a different yellow. So this is a medium yellow. This is more like a cadmium yellow. I'm going to darken up some areas of the yellow. Okay, now I want that to dry before I do the next bit. I'm going to go in with some yellow ochre. And a bit of, put the lid on properly so it doesn't dry out. Then some burnt sienna. Get a bit of water into that paint. And I'm going to go round the mouse hole. Sorry, my hand's going to be in the way here. It's the only way I can get the right angle. And along the line where the wall is. And I've just got some water on my brush and a little bit of that paint. Now it's nice clean water, and I'm going to make sure there are no harsh edges around there, but just give a suggestion of something going on in the background there. And then I'm going to get a darker brown, and I could just throw some blue in here, except that I wanted to use that colour again. Hang on. And I'm going to do the shadow side of the hole. I want to mix up a bluey grey colour. So I'm just adding some blue to the grey and the purple and the blue. I'm adding a little bit of yellow and a little bit of the red. So if it goes too purple, you just need a bit more yellow in it. I think that's about the right colour. And I want quite a watered down version of this colour. So I'm going to dry this off before I do the shadow inside the hole. So I've got some clean water, and I'm going to be doing the shadow around the hole. Get some of that grey kind of colour that we mixed. And I've got some more water. Clean my brush off, put a bit of water on my brush, and I'm just softening out the edges. And I want to have some, I might need to put some more water on it. Where the light is, I want some light coming through. So I'm going to put some water around the light, and then I'm just dabbing it with my paper towel. And while that's all still damp, I'm going to go in with a bit more of that dark colour, just so you kind of get like a halo kind of effect around the light. And I added a little bit of blue in there. And I'm going to let that dry, and then we're going to put the little mouse in. So I think I'm going to change to a smaller brush. So I've got another round brush, and this is a number 2. And I've just mixed some more dark brown. You don't have to be too precise here, because we're going to emphasize everything with black pen, with black ink pen. And I think I'll switch to my script liner again to do his little tail. So I've used that red colour that we used over there, but I really watered it down. And I'm going to use that colour inside the ear as well. Get some of that bright red, and I'm going to make a more saturated colour, so I'm going to put more of the paint in. And I'm going to do a little centre hit. Oops, I had some blue on my brush there, so that's not good. I'm going to dry that off so that I don't spread it too much. We'll try that again. Now, I don't like the way the hat is sitting on top of that line there, so I'm going to just make his hat a little bit bigger, because I don't want it to sit on top of the line. Let me get a paper towel, and I'm going to put it over this bit here, and I'm going to get a little piece of it to put over my little mouse. Like that. And then I am going to get my fan brush. Here's my little fan brush. It's a nice stiff one, and we're going to do some splatters. So I'm going to wet it off, and I'm going to grab some yellow, make sure it's nice and diluted, and sprinkle it on. And I'm going to do the same with the red. And some blue. And I'm also going to use a bit of water. So this is just plain water that I'm putting on there now. And get a little bit of that purple. And a little bit of green. I'm going to take those bits off. So I just didn't want too much splatter up here or all over my mouse. So I've just finished my picture and realised I forgot to press record. So what I did was I got this pigment liner pen in a 0.5 with this little foam tip on it. And I just very quickly sketched around the bits of my picture and did little furry lines around the mouse. So very quick sketching, not detailed at all. Just missed his tail a bit, so I can do a little bit on his tail and just show you just how little I'm using, just to emphasise any bits. And there's my little mouse finished, and I just need to make him into a card and then he'll be all done. So I also went in with my white Liquitex paint marker. This is an acrylic paint marker, and you could use just white paint as well, and I just did around his little hat and his pom-pom. So sorry I forgot to film that, but you got the gist of it anyway. So here's my little Christmas card with my little cute mouse running away with the Christmas lights. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.